Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take... This drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's going to score on the interception.
Talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Smith.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Past the first down marker and still running. At the 45 on his way. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and he will score! better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Makes the grab on the left. He's not going to get there. Stopped short. The lead remains 7 as they were trying to push this to a 2-possession lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That's reeled in. It's Durham. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making checks. Going to take a shot on second and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got him his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's going to take off. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hauls it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Bring in the heat.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
And the returner is stopped. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Direct snap. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires to the right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab past the marker. There he goes. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Grab near the marker, it's Watkins. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up.
Oh, a lot of space. Wide open spaces. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Snap it to the back. Finding open areas. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll go with a direct snap. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. It's a seam wide open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Running behind that left side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The give to the tailback. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
Snags it down the right side. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big... Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. A strike downfield. Knocked down immediately. Big gain down to the 45.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the pass.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Durham. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Got it behind the line. It's Sharp. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts. Small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins the football.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paul. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pulls and fired complete. Love to see these third down convert. On offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football.
Turning on the Jets. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's Young. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Trying to do it on the ground. He's loose. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Sends it back in motion. Power football with the run. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Got it, looking for the first down. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation in the game. Play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is